What's up, guys? Today we're gonna be doing exam style questions for our chapter 5 enzymes. जो पिछला chapter हमने किया था, ठीक है? And you're watching BWA Biology with Anas. Please do like, share, and subscribe if you enjoy the video. And let's get into it. Alright, so basically पिछले chapter में हमने enzymes किया था और and we went through multiple things like what a catalyst was, enzyme क्या है, enzymes के function वो function कैसे करता है, lock and key hypothesis क्या है, and how does the pH and the temperature affect the rate of reaction or the enzymes activity. Multiple things like this we discussed in the previous video. अब हम अपने आप को टेस्ट करेंगे कि जो भी हमने पढ़ा है we could put it to the test. और इन वीडियोस से आपको ये भी फ़ायदा ये फ़ायदा होता है कि यू गेट टू एग्जामिन योरसेल्फ टू सी आप कौन कौन सी इन्फॉर्मेशन आपको याद है, कौन कौन सी इन्फॉर्मेशन आपको याद नहीं है, एंड हाउ यू सपोज टू tackle a question and how you're supposed to answer a question. These are very important things you need to know when attempting questions, right? And इन वीडियो से ये भी होता है कि आपके कॉन्सेप्ट्स ना रिवाइज हो जाते हैं. So let's get into it. Chalo, test yourself. Question number 1. Copy and complete the table using tick for correct answer and cross for the wrong. Which of the following statements apply to the enzymes or to the catalyst? All right. So statement number 1, their activity is stopped by high temperatures. We know कि जब enzymes को हम optimum temperature से ज़्यादा when we give it more than 37 degrees Celsius, right? More than 37, the activity, the rate of reaction actually decreases. And why is that? We learned कि optimum temperature के बाद होता ये है कि जो enzymes के bonds होते हैं, since it's protein in nature, all the amino acid bonds, they start to denature, the bonds start to break, and the molecule starts to denature, right? Because of that denaturation, it is unable to function like it used to. So, because of that, the activity is stopped. Yes, enzymes activity is stopped by high temperature. On the other hand, any other catalyst, since we know normal catalysts which are not a biological catalyst, we know enzymes, these are biological, right? Biological catalysts. However, the other enzymes, they can work at high temperature, so they are not stopped by these biological catalysts. हमने previous ऊपर ये भी पढ़ा था कि there is a test to see whether something is an enzyme or not. Here, one way to test if a substance is an enzyme is to heat it to its boiling point. If it can still carry out a reaction, then it cannot be an enzyme. So if it's still carrying out its function, it's not an enzyme, it's probably a catalyst, because catalysts can function at very, very high temperatures. However, enzymes, on the other hand, they denature and hence they cannot function. They speed up the chemical reaction. We know enzymes and chemical catalysts, they both speed up chemical reactions. They are proteins. We know enzymes are made up of amino acids and hence they are proteins. We know that that's the case. However, the other catalysts, they are not proteins. They're any other substance, but they aren't proteins. They are not used up in the during the reaction. We know that whether it be a catalyst or whether it be a biological catalyst, हमें पता है कि इसकी हर वक्त एक डेफिनेशन होता है, एक तो डेफिनेशन होती ही होती है. एक तो है कि इट स्पीड्स अप द रिएक्शन, whether it be a catalyst, whether it be an enzyme, and number two, it does not get used up at the end of the reaction. So they both are not used up at the end of the reaction. Question number 2, how would you expect the rate of an enzyme control reaction to change if the temperature was raised from 20 degrees to 30 degrees, okay, and from 35 to 55? Now, keeping in mind they're talking about an enzyme, right? Enzyme का हमने क्या पढ़ा था, इसका optimum temperature is around 37 degrees Celsius. जैसे ही इससे ज़्यादा हम बढ़ा दें तो इसका रेट कम हो जाता है. However, पहले वाले में उन्होंने बताया 20 से 30, तो अभी तक तो हम optimum temperature तक पहुँचे नहीं हैं. तो जैसे ही हम 20 डिग्रीज़ से 30 डिग्रीज़ तक जा रहे होंगे, the rate of reaction will increase because हम तो optimum तक पहुँचे ही नहीं. Optimum के बाद decrease होता है rate of reaction और उसके बाद enzyme denature होता है. लेकिन 20 से 30 में तो the more you give energy to it, the more you give heat to it, the more energy, kinetic energy it's gonna get. The more kinetic energy it's gonna get, the enzyme and substrate are gonna have more collisions. The more collisions enzyme and substrates will have, the more the chemical reaction or the rate of reaction is gonna increase. So so what do you expect in the A from 20 to 30 degrees? We expect the rate of reaction to increase. And from the B 35 degrees to 55, you need to notice here that we are going above 37 degrees Celsius. You can explain your answer. So you can explain पहले वाले में तो मैंने explain कर दिया कि आप temperature 20 से 30 बढ़ाते हैं. Since we are not at the optimum temperature, the more we increase the temperature, the more the enzymes and the substrate gain kinetic energy, the more the collisions happen between them, and the more the chemical reaction increases, the rate of chemical reaction increases, right? However 35 से 55 में हम अब 37 वाला जो ऑप्टिमम लिमिट है ना, वो उससे हम ज़्यादा चले गए. अब उससे हम ज़्यादा, अब आपको पहले ही 2 हिस्सों में आपको ये बताना है, ठीक है. आपको ये वाला, ये इन्होंने बहुत स्मार्टली इन्होंने 35 दिया. अगर वो चाहते तो वो 37 से सीधा बता देते ना 55. अब इन्होंने 35 क्यों दिया है? There is a big reason to that. The big reason is the answer is broken down into 2 forms. First is कि 35 से लेकर 37 तक क्या होता है, right? And second part is 37 से लेकर अब 55 तक क्या होता है. We know कि 35 से 37 is the same example as जो हमने 20 से 30 बताई थी. So 35 से 37, as we increase the temperature, as the temperature is increased, the more kinetic energy is gained by the substrate enzymes. Hence the collisions, since the kinetic energy increases, the collisions between them increases. Hence the rate of reaction also increases. And we need to also mention that 37 degrees is the optimum temperature at which the enzymes work the best. However, when we increase it from 37 onwards till 55, the enzyme, since we increase the temperature from 37 till 55, the temperature भी बढ़ रहा है, kinetic energy भी मिल जाएगी उसको, right? However, since हो सकता है कि collisions भी थोड़ी बहुत increase हो रही हों. However, the reason rate of reaction बढ़ता है इसलिए क्यों नहीं है, क्योंकि जो enzymes की denaturation है, denaturation बढ़ जाती है. The enzymes start denaturing, right? Since the enzymes are denaturing, the enzymes and the substrate cannot bind together, they cannot form bonds together, they aren't complementary. And हमने ये पढ़ा था कि जैसे ही टेम्परेचर 37 से बढ़ जाता है, enzymes का जो एक्टिव साइड होता है, लेट्स सपोज एक enzymes का ये एक्टिव साइड था, राइट, ये एक्टिव साइड था. अब 37 से मैंने अगर टेम्परेचर बढ़ा दिया ना, तो ये जो एक्टिव साइड है वो डीनेचर हो जाता है. तो यही एक्टिव साइड थोड़ा अजीब सा ऐसे हो जाएगा. तो दिस एक्टिव साइड हैज़ नाउ टर्न इनटू दिस. नाउ हाउ डू यू एक्सपेक्ट दैट सबस्ट्रेट टू कम एंड ये, अगर हम लेट मी जस्ट अगर आप सपोज करो कि कोई सबस्ट्रेट था, उसकी दिस वाज द कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री सबस्ट्रेट, राइट, ये था कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री सबस्ट्रेट, ये जाके डायरेक्ट इंसर्ट हो रहा था. अब वही सबस्ट्रेट यहाँ आके कैसे लगेगा? हाउ डू यू एक्सपेक्ट दैट सेम सबस्ट्रेट to come and bind? It cannot. Hence the rate of reaction decreases. Denature हो जाता है, उसकी वजह से rate of reaction or an active site gets damaged, because of which they are not complementary to one another. Another word we learned, complementary. They are not complementary to one another. That's why rate of reaction decreases. The chemical rate of reaction decreases as we increase the temperature from the optimum temperature. This is what happens. All right, question number 3. Apple cells contain an enzyme that turns the tissue brown when an apple is peeled and left for a time. An apple dipped in boiling water does not go brown. Very important. Boiling water में डाल दिया, अब brown नहीं जा रहा. पहले तो ऐसे ही हम रख देते थे तो वो brown हो जाता था, अब नहीं हो रहा है. Explain why the apple behaves differently एंड यहाँ उन्होंने एग्जाम्पल दी हुई है, एक्सपेरिमेंट इन्वेस्टिगेटिंग एंजाइम एक्टिविटी इन एन एप्पल, स्लाइस ए हैज़ बिन फ्रेशली कट, ये अभी भी कट हुआ है, स्लाइस बी एंड सी वर कट 2 days अर्लियर, तो हमने ए को एंड सी वॉज डिप्ड इमीडिएटली इन बॉइलिंग वाटर फॉर 1 minute। अब फ़र्क ये है कि ए हमने लिया, ठीक है, ए को हमने 2 दिन के लिए बस ऐसे ही रखा रहना दिया। एज यू कैन सी ये जो ये येलो कलर था, नाउ इट हैज़ स्टार्टेड टू टर्न ब्राउन, पूरा जो एप्पल है, यू कैन सी इट्स स्टार्टिंग टू टर्न ब्राउन, राइट। नाउ व्हाट यू नीड टू नो हियर इज़, अब आप सी देखो, सी तो वैसे ही का वैसे ही है, जस्ट लाइक ए, राइट। सो वाई इज़ दैट कि जैसे ही हमने ए को ऐसे ही रखा रहने दिया वो ब्राउन हो गया, लेकिन उसी ए को जैसे ही हमने बॉइलिंग वाटर में डाला उसी मोमेंट फॉर अ मिनट, उसके बाद 2 दिन के लिए हमने ऐसे ही बाहर रखा रहने दिया, इट डिड नॉट टर्न ब्राउन। Now focus on what they said in the question. They said okay, there is an enzyme that turns the tissue brown. हमने अभी क्या पढ़ा, एंजाइम को अगर आप हाई टेम्परेचर देते हो इट डीनेचर्स एंड इट स्टॉप्स फंक्शनिंग, और अगर वो फंक्शन ही नहीं कर रहा जिसकी वजह से एप्पल ब्राउन हो रहा था, तो अगर एंजाइम फंक्शन नहीं कर रहा तो एप्पल ब्राउन नहीं होगा। As simple as it is. That's the only explanation, that when we dipped the apple into boiling water, the enzymes got high temperature and hence they started and it went above the optimum temperature. And boiling water कितना होता है 100 degrees Celsius, optimum कितना है 37 degrees Celsius. So of course we have gone much higher than the optimum temperature. So the enzymes denature. Enzymes denature, active sites gets destroyed, and hence the enzyme is not complementary to the substrate anymore, because of which enzymes cannot function. Hence the apple does not turn brown. लेकिन जो बी था उसमें उसको थोड़ी हमने हाई टेम्परेचर दिया या कुछ, तो ऑफकोर्स एंजाइम्स आर गोना फंक्शन एंड हेंस यू कैन सी दैट देयर इज ब्राउन कलर इन बी। क्वेश्चन नंबर 4, सजेस्ट व्हाई अमाइलेज फ्रॉम द माउथ डज नॉट वर्क इन द स्टमक। हमने पिछले ही वीडियो में पढ़ा था कि स्टमक में एसिडिक पीएच होती है। द स्टमक इज़ एन एनवायरनमेंट which sustains acidic pH, and its pH was around around 2 pH, right? So it's acidic. However, amylase is in the mouth, which works at somewhat around an alkaline pH, a pH greater than 7, around a little above pH 7 and an alkaline. तो वो ही more than pH 7 वाला जो है alkaline pH amylase है, if you put that enzyme into an acidic pH, of course it's not going to function, right? It's going to lose its functionality because that's not the optimum pH it works at. Now that's what you need to know. Question number 5, would pepsin from the stomach, right? Pepsin is one of the key functional enzymes present in the stomach, work effectively in the small intestines. Explain your answers. We learned that in the small intestines there are enzymes present like pancreatic lipase, which works at around pH 8, right? We learned that in small intestine there is an enzyme called pancreatic lipase which works at around pH 8. तो इससे हमें क्या पता चल रहा है कि almost all of the enzymes present in the small intestines work at around an alkaline pH greater than 7. अब वही pepsin enzyme which works at an acidic pH 2, आप उसको pH 8 में डालोगे, of course it's going to lose. They asked K from the stomach work effectively in the small. No, it would not work effectively because the optimum pH for pepsin is at an acidic pH at pH 2, whereas अगर आप उसको intestine में डालेंगे उसकी तो optimum pH 8 है, then of course it's not gonna function. One more thing you need to know is, पिछले भी वीडियो में हमने ये काफ़ी बार रिपीट किया था, I'll repeat it again. टेम्परेचर जब एंजाइम्स को डीनेचर कर देता है ना, दैट्स अ परमानेंट डैमेज। अगर आप उस टेम्परेचर को वापस कम भी कर दो वो एंजाइम वापस अपने शेप में नहीं आ पाएगा। हाउएवर अगर आप एंजाइम को अपने ऑप्टिमम पीएच से बाहर लेके चले जाओ, जैसे अगर आप पेप्सिन को जो एसिडिक पीएच पे काम करता है, आप पेप्सिन को अल्कलाइन पीएच पे काम करने के लिए रख दो, इट्स नॉट गोना वर्क। हाउएवर इस सिचुएशन में enzymes are temporarily not functional, right? They're not functioning temporarily. However, अगर आप उसी enzymes को वापस अपनी optimum pH में रख दो, for example पेप्सिन को आप वापस stomach में pH 2 में रख दो, it's gonna start functioning again. So this is one difference between temperature and pH. Question number 6. With reference to enzymes, explain the meaning of the terms complementary, active site. All right. So number one, complementary is when let me just draw it for you here. This is an enzyme. Second. This is an enzyme. Imagine this is an enzyme. This is the active side of the enzyme. And let's suppose this is the substrate, right? This is the substrate. Now, when the active side of the enzyme over here, when this active side of the enzyme, is complementary to the inserting portion of the substrate, or you could just say the substrate, when these both are complementary to one another, when they both can form bonds to one another, when the shape is complementary to one another, that's when the reaction can take place, right? However, and what is an active site? Active site is just the site on an enzyme where the substrate attaches itself to. Simple. Active site is a site on an enzyme where the substrate inserts or attaches itself to carry out the enzymatic reaction. Explain why in an enzyme controlled reaction in the human body the rate of reaction starts to go down temperatures above 40 degrees even though there is more kinetic energy available in the molecules. We've just described this so many times कि around 37 degrees Celsius पे हमारे पास है ऑप्टिमम टेम्परेचर. इससे जितना भी आप ज़्यादा बढ़ाओगे, चलो 40 से भी आप कर लो कि 40 से ज़्यादा आप बढ़ाओगे टेम्परेचर, क्या होगा 40 से आप जब ज़्यादा टेम्परेचर बढ़ाओगे द इवन दो देखो इन्होंने मेंशन किया मोर काइनेटिक एनर्जी मिल रही है, इसका मतलब है कोलिजन्स भी बढ़ रहे हैं. इसका मतलब होना तो यही चाहिए कि रिएक्शन शुड केमिकल रिएक्शन रेट शुड इंक्रीज, बट दैट्स नॉट हैपनिंग बिकॉज the enzymes are made up of protein molecules and protein molecules are made up of amino acids and these amino acids are bonded together with chemical bonds. अगर आप इन chemical bonds को ज़्यादा temperature दो, they can break. Hence the enzymes start denaturing. When they start denaturing, their active sites change. Because the active sites change, the substrate is unable to attach itself, is no more complementary. So आप एक उस तरीके से कह सकते हो as you increase the temperature from the optimum temperature, although the kinetic energy does increase, the collisions do increase. However, because it's a protein molecules, when you give high temperature, the denaturing of the enzyme increases, and because of which active site of the enzyme is lost, and because active site is lost, it is no more complementary with the substrate, right? It's no more complementary. Hence, since it's no more complementary with the substrate, rate of reaction decreases. Simple. All right, now moving. Also, here is the amazing I mean, this is a pH universal indicator which you will see in multiple places, but as you can see here, pH 7 is the neutral pH in green. All the pH on the left side, or you could say less than 7, are the acidic pH. All the pH on the right side, more than 7, are the alkaline pH, right? And just to give a revision, around pH 2, pepsin used to work around pH 2, right? Around pH 8, you could say pancreatic lipase used to work, and more than pH 7, what's it called? Amylase used to work as well. So yeah, that's all for that. Now exam style questions. We're gonna do a few of these questions and then we'll wrap it up. All right. So all right, question number 1A, explain the term enzymes. All right, when you're explaining the term enzymes, now you need to now this is a 2-mark questions. You need to also focus on how many marks this is. They want 2 main points. I'm gonna give you 3 points which you have to answer when you define an enzyme. Number 1, an enzyme is a biological catalyst, right? Number 2, enzyme helps speeding up the rate of reaction, right? Or the chemical reaction. It helps speeding up the. Number 3, very important, it's not used up at the end of the reaction. Hence, of reaction. Hence what? It can be used multiple times repeatedly over and over again. And one more point, if you want to say, you could say that an enzyme is a protein molecule. You could answer by an enzyme is a protein molecule which works as a biological catalyst. It helps in increasing the rate of reaction and it does not get used up at the end of the reaction. ये आपके चार points हो गए. Anyways, A2 state two ways in which an inorganic catalyst is different from an enzyme. Two ways. The way number one is that enzyme is a biological catalyst made out of protein, right? Whereas an inorganic catalyst is not made up out of protein. It can be made out of any inorganic substance. And number two, when you give high temperatures to enzyme more than 37 degrees Celsius, the enzyme starts to denature. However, catalyst में ये सीन नहीं है. Catalyst बहुत हाई टेम्परेचर्स पे भी चल जाते हैं क्योंकि catalyst are not made out of proteins. उनके बीच में बॉन्ड ऐसे थोड़ी बने हुए प्रोटीन्स की तरह जो टूट जाएंगे हाई टेम्परेचर्स पे. These are the two differences. Difference number one, enzymes are made out of protein. Difference number two, enzymes denature after their optimum temperature, which is 37 degrees, whereas catalysts do not denature, and enzyme rate of reaction decreases when you increase the temperature from more than the optimum temperature. Okay, question number 1b, explain how the speed of an enzyme control reaction is affected by changes of temperature and pH. मैंने बहुत बार repeat कर दिया. मैं जल्दी I'll go through it. As you increase the rate of support your answer with the sketch graph. We don't need to do that. We could just use the sketch graph up there as well. Temperature वाली sketch graph किधर गई? ये temperature वाली. So as you can see, as you increase the rate of as you increase the temperature from 0 till around 37 से 40 तक, आप 37 कह सकते हो. When you increase the temperature from 0 till 37, the rate of reaction also increases, right? Because the molecules, the substrate and the enzymes, they gain kinetic energy. Because of the gain of kinetic energy, collisions between them increases and hence the rate of reaction increases. However, when you increase the temperature from the optimum temperature, the enzymes start to denature because their bonds start to break and hence the rate of reaction decreases. अब जो pH की बात है, you can explain that every enzyme works on a specific pH. As you increase from the optimum pH or you decrease from the optimum pH, the rate of reaction decreases. As you can see, यहाँ पेप्सिन हमारे पास example है. 2 pH पे it works the best. अब आप 2 pH से आगे जाओगे तो you can see there's a decline, right? Decline in the rate of reaction. आप 2 pH से कम जाओगे, there's a decline in the reaction again. Understood? So this is very specific to the pH they function at. And one more thing, most enzymes function around neutral pH. And yeah, that's most of it. I'm just checking one thing. All right, that's it. All right. Moving on to the next question. Question number 2, the diagram shows an experiment to investigate the effect of temperature on removing fat stains using an enzyme containing washing powder. ठीक है. 3 identical t-shirts with identical fat stains were washed with the washing powder at 3 different temperatures, 15, 35, 70 degrees. All shirts were washed for 15 minutes. Now you have to guess कि कौन से shirt ज़्यादा साफ़ है, कौन सी कम साफ़ है, so on and so forth. Now what you need to know here is that so 15, 35, 70. Now you have to guess here. Complete the diagram, state the temperature with which each shirt was heated at, right? Okay. Now you have to notice कि जो ये मार्क है, this is the fat stain, right? This is the fat stain. इसको हमने 15 मिनट वॉशिंग पे डाला और इंजाइम शर्ट आफ्टर वॉशिंग इंजाइम्स भी उसमें हमने डाल दिया, ठीक है, एक टेम्परेचर पे हमने रखा था. यू कैन सी कि जो सबसे साफ़ हुआ है इज़ दिस, जो सबसे ज़्यादा गंदा है विच इज़ दिस, बिकॉज यू कैन सी दैट इनमें फ़र्क आप देखो, यहाँ देखो कितने छोटे छोटे मॉलिक्यूल्स रह गए. इसका मतलब है सबसे ज़्यादा enzymes have functioned and enzymes have cleaned this t-shirt the most, and as you can see the molecules are very visible over here. So it सबसे कम यहाँ clean हुआ है, and this is the beach wala, right? So what you need to know is the temperatures 15, 35, 70. We know that 35, around 35 degrees is the optimum temperature. So definitely जो enzyme ने सबसे ज़्यादा काम किया होगा to remove this fat strain is going to be this one, क्योंकि इसमें सबसे ज़्यादा सफाई हुई हुई है, और यू कोड से सबसे कम मॉलिक्यूल्स आपको दिख रहे हैं फैट के. इसका मतलब है एंजाइम ने सबसे ज़्यादा फंक्शन किया. एंजाइम का फंक्शन अभी क्या चल रहा है? एंजाइम्स हियर इन दिस सिचुएशन आर फंक्शनिंग टू एलिमिनेट द फैट. तो सबसे कम जहाँ फैट होगा उसका मतलब एंजाइम ने सबसे ज़्यादा काम किया है. एंड यहाँ हमारे पास 35 डिग्रीज हो गया. यहाँ एंजाइम ने सबसे कम काम किया बिकॉज यू कैन सी द a lot of fat molecules. Which one is going to be 15 और 70? 15 में भी हो सकता है कंपैरेटिवली 35 से तो कम काम किया होगा, लेकिन 70 इसलिए होगा क्योंकि 70 में तो वो डी नेचर ही होगा. 15 में तो एक हद तक तो काम करेंगे ना, दे विल स्टिल बी फंक्शनिंग टू ब्रेक डाउन द फैट स्ट्रेन, बट 70 में तो वो बिल्कुल ही फंक्शन नहीं करेंगे. तो दैट्स वाई इसमें इट्स गोना बी 70 एंड दिस वंस गोना बी देन 15. नाउ इफ़ यू लाइन इट अप, the most how do you say, the shirt that's the most clean has the most effective enzyme functioning at its optimum pH 35. The least functioning enzyme is like the most dirtiest shirt, as you can see, at 70 degrees, and the one in between जिस जो आप देख सकते हो कि हाँ एक हद तक साफ हुआ है, and it's comparatively lesser than this shirt, right? You can just say B shirt and C shirt. You can see that A is comparatively more clean compared to B, right? So of course this is going to be 15 degrees. I hope the logic is clear. Okay, B, explain the results for the shirts A, B, C. मैंने explain कर दिया है, बातों में बता दिया. C, suggest 2 changes to the method which could have resulted in the complete removal of strained shirt C. ये वाली शर्ट, ये पूछ रहे हैं कि अगर इस शर्ट में ये जो छोटे छोटे थोड़े बहुत ये एक दो रह गए ना, अगर इनको भी अगर हमें हटाना हो तो हम ऐसी क्या चीज़ करेंगे जिससे ये हट जाएंगे. यहाँ हमने यूज़ किया 35 डिग्रीज़, राइट है ना, 35 डिग्रीज़ हमने यूज़ किया है. इसके बजाय हम यूज़ करते हैं 37 डिग्रीज़ बिकॉज ये ऑप्टिमम टेम्परेचर. दैट्स व्हाट यू वुड डू. You would use 37 degrees Celsius as temperature. All right. Okay. Another shirt who has blood stains. Okay, blood stains. Suggest an enzyme that would need to be present in the washing to remove these stains. तो यहाँ ना उन्होंने थोड़ा एक टेक्निकल सवाल पूछा है, लेकिन इफ़ यू आर एबल टू कैच इट यू विल अंडरस्टैंड कि जैसे उन्होंने ब्लड मेंशन किया है ना, आपका माइंड जाना चाहिए टूवर्ड्स दैट देर आर RBCs प्रेजेंट, राइट. RBCs प्रेजेंट इसका मतलब है there is hemoglobin present, right? There's hemoglobin present. And if you know, hemoglobin is a protein itself. It is made up of protein, right? Hemoglobin is a protein itself. So since hemoglobin is a protein and it's made up of amino acids, we know one enzyme that breaks down proteins, right? Which is protease enzyme. That's which breaks down these proteins. So that's as simple as it is. Another enzyme which you could state here, not necessarily, but pepsin is also an enzyme which breaks down proteins, but I think that's more specific to the stomach. However, protease is a more broader term for an enzyme that breaks down proteins. So ये हमने previous video में पढ़ा था कि protease भी एक enzyme है, and you need to know hemoglobin is a protein itself. It's a protein molecule. It comes in the protein category. Okay, question number 3. I describe how you would carry out investigation to show the effect of changing temperature on the reaction between a piece of vegetable. Okay, not important. This is related to the practical. I might upload a video on the practicals later. Yeah, I think all of these are related to the practical of hydrogen peroxide and checking the rate of reaction based on changes in temperature and pH. तो ये रहा. तो हो सकता है मैं इसके ऊपर एक अलग वीडियो बनाऊँ, but for now the basic how do you say, the theoretical part of enzymes is complete, and I hope you understood my explanations to these answers, and I hope this video is fun and enjoyable, and the logics and the concepts made sense to you. If you enjoyed and understood things, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next video.